Good morning, everyone. I hope you all had a great weekend. Today, we are going to be learning about how to hold your flute and how to sit when you're playing the flute. And also, we are going to try to make a sound today. First, I know we all know how to put our flutes together, but let's just review the parts and let me check out all of your instruments to see if they're together the right way. You have the head joint, which has the hole. You have the body of the flute, which has all the keys. And then you have the foot joint, which is very small. And the hole, the air hole, should be lined up with this first button on your flute. Also, this rod right here should be lined up with the middle of the last button. You need to do this so your flute is straight and sounds the best it can. Can everyone check their instruments for me and see if the air hole is lined up with the first button, just like mine? Okay. Does anyone have any questions about that? Okay, awesome. So now I'm going to teach you how to hold your instrument. So you want to take your right hand and just firmly hold it like this, just to give it some stability, okay? Now you want to take your left hand and first you're going to take your thumb, you're going to put it on this rectangle button, okay? Just to give it some support, so you should be doing this right now. Is anyone confused about that? Okay, awesome. So now you're going to take your pointer finger, okay? You're going to skip the first button, put your finger on the second button. So you should be almost pinching your flute. Then you'll take your middle finger, skip the third button, go to the fourth button. So now you're doing bunny ears, okay? Now take your your ring finger, put it on the fifth button. So you should have 2, 4, and 5 covered. And your pinky just hangs out in the air, okay? Is everyone comfortable with where to put your hands? If you don't get it right now, it is going to take time. It took me a lot of time to first remember where to put my hands on the flute, but you just have to keep practicing it, and eventually it will feel very natural for you. Okay, if we all understand that, let's move on to the right hand, okay? So now I want you to all make a number 3, like this, okay? Can we all do this, please? Okay, great. Now I want you to look at your flute, still holding the number 3, and I want you to put your fingers on the last 3 circle buttons. So it should look like this. 1, 2, 3. Does that make sense to everyone? And now your pinky is just floating out over here. You're going to put it right on the teardrop shaped button right next to your ring finger. Let me just show that again. Make the number 3. 1, 2, 3. Put your thumb on the bottom of the flute also to give you some support. And put your pinky on the teardrop button. Now you should look like this. This is how your flute should be held. I know it's very awkward. It might be uncomfortable and it might even hurt a little bit, but your hands will get used to being in this position. Can everyone hold up their flutes and just show me how they're holding it? Just like this. And I'm going to look at how we're all holding the flute, okay? Okay, everyone looks very good. Awesome job and great listening. So now you want to, now that you know the hand position or the way you hold your instrument, you need to know how to sit when you're playing. For now, I'm going to stand because it's pretty similar, but I can show you all. So, you want to take your flute, hold it out in front of you. You want to slide it and put the hole up to your mouth. Do you see how my hands are facing the ceiling? You don't want your you don't want to play like this. You don't want your flute to the side like this or this way. You want it straight, parallel to the ground, which means it's in line with the ground or the ceiling. So this is what you should look like while you're playing the flute. Can everyone show me that? Also, when you're sitting, sit up straight with your shoulders back and your head up. You don't want to play like this because if you go like this, it's going to sound really bad and it's going to be difficult to get a sound out, okay? So I want everyone to sit up straight and bring your flute to you with parallel to the ground and ceiling. Just like this. None of this, none of this, none of this. Just this, okay? Okay. Awesome job, everyone. You guys look great. Can everyone show me their proper hand position and posture for playing? Just like me, okay? You're standing up straight. Not too tense, though. You want to relax, but not be slouching. So you just want to stand up straight. Have the flute just like this, okay? Awesome job, everyone. Everyone looks awesome. So now that we know how to sit and play and we know where our hands go, we're going to try to make a sound. So, does anyone know what an embouchure is? Has anyone heard of that word? No? Okay, let me explain it. So, embouchure is the shape that your mouth makes when you're playing an instrument. And it's different for all instruments. So if I'm playing flute, the way and the shape that my mouth is going to be different than if I play the tuba. Both very different. So, the importance of a good embouchure or a good shape of your mouth is so that when you're playing your instrument, the notes come out clearly and they sound beautiful and yeah, you want to have a good shape of your mouth so it's easy to play your instrument and so the sound is the best quality it could be. So now I'm going to tell you guys how to make an embouchure, form the shape that you need to play the flute. So I want you all to pretend that you have a spoonful of soup. So you have your spoon right here in front of your mouth. It's really, really hot, okay? You want to blow on the spoon. Ready? Can we all do that together? So, awesome job, everyone. So when I'm blowing on this imaginary spoon of mine, the air that is coming out of my mouth is very cold because you have a hot soup, you want it to be cold. So let's all just have your hand out like this and blow cool air on your hand. Now I want you all to blow warm air on your hand, okay? So instead of blowing fast, you want to blow warm air. Very good, everyone. So when you're playing flute, you want to have the cool and warm air, but that's not for a while down the road. I just want you guys to keep practicing blowing on the soup. Everyone do that with me, okay? Awesome. Another trick we're going to use to form the shape of your mouth while playing flute is by kissing the palm of your hand. So I'll turn to the side and show you. You want to hold the palm of your hand like this. You want to make a kissy face, okay? Just like that, okay? So that's what your mouth will look like. You want your flute to be right under where your lip is. So right there is where you're going to have your flute. And you're going to blow like you're blowing on a spoonful of soup. Does that make sense to everyone? Okay, awesome. And your bottom lip should feel the opening of your flute right here. Does that make sense? Does anyone have any questions about that? Okay, awesome. So now I want you to take your instrument. Can you show me playing position and playing posture? Awesome job. Now I want you to hold onto the flute like this, grab the head joint, and I want you to slowly twist the head joint out. Okay, so you're left with this. Take the rest of your flute, put it down, and you should be left with just the head joint, okay? We are going to try to make a sound on the head joint, so I want you to remember what we just talked about. You want to make a kissy face and put the plate right under your bottom lip. So can everyone do that with me, please? Make sure that you feel this little opening of the head joint with your bottom lip, but be careful not to cover it. Okay, now that we're in position, we are going to do the same exercise and we're going to blow on the hot soup. Okay, can everyone do that with me? Ready, go. So I hear not everyone is getting a clear sound, okay? So instead of blowing across, this is what you get when you blow across. You want to blow down. So blow down. Can we all try that? Put the lip plate right under your bottom lip. Feel the opening and blow on the hot soup. job. Everyone is doing amazing. Now, I want you to take your head joint, hold it firmly, take the rest of your flute, and screw it in to the top, okay? Make sure the air hole is lined up with your first button. Everyone show me playing posture and hand position again. Now that we learned where to put the head joint of the flute, everyone do that with me. Right under the bottom lip. Beautiful. Great job, everyone. We're going to learn our first note today now, okay? We're going to learn the note B. So, we are going to learn the fingering for B. So, I want you to do the proper hand position again. I want you to keep your pinky down, lift up your 3 fingers, lift up the 3, now lift up the 2. You should be left with 1 and your thumb. Can everyone show me the fingering for B? This is what it looks like. Thumb, pointer finger. It might be hard to hold at first. Excuse me, I'm so sorry. Excuse me. This might be difficult for some of you to hold, but your hands and fingers will become stronger the more you practice. So can we all finger B and show me proper playing position and hand position? Awesome job, everyone. Okay, the last step of our lesson today, we are going to try to play the note B. So I'll demonstrate for you, and you try to match my sound the best as you can, okay? Listen to me first. Here's B. Okay, can everyone try that for me, please? Remember, hand position, fingering, posture. Now make your kissy face. Put your head joint right under your lip. Feel the opening. And blow on your soup. Ready? Go! Now you want your air when you're blowing into the flute to be the cold air, not the hot air. Remember, we have hot soup. We want to make it colder. You want cold air. That's going to make it much easier to make a sound with. Let's just all try that one more time, and then I'll let you pack up, okay? Think about hand position, where your hands are, where the flute is. Is it parallel? Is it straight to the floor and the ceiling? And is your lip touching the bottom of... Is your bottom lip touching the... Excuse me. Is your bottom lip touching the opening of the embouchure plate? Everyone, one last time, let's play a B, okay? Beautiful job, everyone. You all did so well today. I'm very proud of all the progress we've made and all that you have learned in a very short time. I hope that you all have a great day. Keep practicing. Keep practicing B. Keep practicing where your fingers go. Keep also practicing posture and the way you hold your flute. And also just keep practicing where you put the flute on your lips. This will help a lot if you do it every day. And then for our next lesson, we will move on to learning 2 more notes, A and G. And we will continue working on getting a sound if you couldn't get one today. Thank you guys. Great work today. Have a great day, everyone.